Let's get more now on the breaking news we brought to you out of Yemen a little earlier, where several explosions have been heard near a hotel in Aden. Now, this hotel is being used by Yemen's Prime Minister, the Vice President, as well as a majority of the government ministers. I am now joined by Basharil Hesham Basharil, who is the Deputy Editor of Al Ayam newspaper. He joins me from Al Mukalla. Now, this is around 100 kilometers east of Aden. Basharil, what can you tell us more about these explosions that have been heard near this government headquarters?
Well, there were three major explosions. That were the first one that targeted Al Qasr Hotel, which is the headquarters for the Yemeni government and the vice president, and also the local government. The two explosions at that location, one happened at the entrance to the building, to the main building itself, with several injuries being reported by guards on the outer gate to us. The government is said to be okay, and the Prime Minister and the Deputy President Bahah is not injured. So far, there is a conflicting reports on whether it was a car bomb or a ballistic missile, but several eyewitnesses report that they heard the sound of the rockets as they just before the explosion happened. Now, there is another explosion that's not reported so far, which is the car bomb that targeted the headquarters of the Emirati forces in Braiqa. But that location is now sealed off, and nobody is allowed in, and we cannot get any more information of there are fatalities or injuries in that explosion.
Right.
But
now,
local.
But Basharil, apologies for interrupting, but we're trying to get as much information from you as possible. Now, as we understand it, Aden had been secured by government forces several months ago. Obviously, because of these three explosions that you were telling us about, obviously it shows that Aden is not actually very secure.
No, for the past 2 months, there are a lot of complaints from the public, even of the lawlessness in Aden. There is no real government control over security in Aden, and this is a step backwards. Actually, this is seen now as a serious step backwards in terms of security and the government's ability to stay and operate in Aden. There are now some trickling information, unconfirmed reports that several government officials has left Aden through helicopters.
Basharil, thank you so much for that update. That's Basharil Hesham Basharil, the Deputy Editor of Al Ayam newspaper, speaking to us about those three explosions heard in Aden, Yemen.